Cookie here, back with another motherfucking video. And today I'm gonna be eating something healthy just because I feel like, you know, these mukbang videos are just getting out of control. And so I'm just gonna be eating like a small little salad, very small, something very light, you know, just like a dinner salad, like a side salad. Okay. And I'm gonna be eating some low carb garlic bread, very light, something very, you know, something small, you know, for the skinny girls, you know, something for the skinny girls. Everybody has to be treated equally. Also, we'll have some diet wine, a little Cristal, you know, set the mood. Ooh. Let's pop this open. This is to me and to you. Thank you for joining me for dinner, breakfast, whatever you're eating right now. Thank you for joining me. This is to you. Grab your wine. If you're eating dinner with me, grab your wine. Let's cheers this shit. Yes. Ooh, beautiful. Look at that. Yes, you guys. Oh. Okay, let's get into this salad because I'm so hungry as usual. Because when we do these mukbangs, I don't know what y'all thinking, but we're starving, okay? We're starving, low-key, we're starving. All right, so this salad is compliments of the chef. I'm gonna put it right here, and I'm gonna put it right here, and I'll put it right there. And yeah, go follow her. But let's get into the salad. I'm gonna take a couple bites and I'm gonna tell you what's in it, if you could try to guess while I'm eating. Also, pause it right now. If you're not eating, get your food, because I'm about to make you be real hungry. Okay, you about to get real hungry all of a sudden out of nowhere for nothing. Like, I'm gonna make you want a salad. Okay, if you don't eat salads and salads are not your thing, I'm gonna make you want a salad. An urge to eat a salad, believe me. Oh, also I got homemade dressing. Okay, but this is some homemade dressing that compliments of the chef made me. Let's get into this because your girl is starving. Mama Mamacita. Avocado. If I get dressing on my face, juicy tomatoes. That's the key to a salad. Those juicy tomatoes. Lettuce. Okay, so in my salad, I have grilled chicken, I have romaine lettuce, feta cheese, grilled onions, crispy fried onions, cucumber. There's a grilled onion right there. Nothing like a good, fresh, creamy salad. The avocado, the feta. I'm dying. I literally died and gone to heaven. You guys, I should have got some napkins, but this dressing is like a tangy, creamy, lemony type of dressing. It's nothing that you buy in the store. Nothing. I've tasted a lot of dressings and I've never tasted a dressing like this. It goes so well with everything. Let me get it close up for you. Okay. So, there's gonna be a story time today. Most definitely, but this is so delicious. Oh my god. Let's get into the story. So it's gonna be about the time that I dated M Mafia. If y'all know what M Mafia is, I'm not gonna say the whole thing. If you know, you know. But M Mafia member, okay? So who's the ex-Mafia member? And he was Mexican. When I started dating this guy, I did not know. I was not aware of like what he did. All I knew was, you know, it's a crazy story. So I was sitting at the bus stop. I don't remember what age I was, but I would have to say I was between the ages of 20, maybe like 21, 20 years old, maybe. I think it was about like, oh, I was 20. I was definitely 20. I remember I was not 21 because we used to go to Saddle Ranch, and I used to like to go to Saddle Ranch because I love the food there and I love the nachos and I like to drink and dance after. So at that time when I was dating him, I remember my spot was Saddle Ranch. If y'all know Saddle Ranch in LA, where Universal Studios is, that's where I used to love to go. Look at that. So I used to always, at my request, tell him like I want to go there. But let's get back to the story. So I'm sitting at the bus stop and, you know, this guy is like hollering at me because I only had one child at this time. So, you know, and also at this time I was very confused. I didn't know, you know, where I was going in life. You're confused, but by the time you're 30 years old, which I'm 30 years old now, you kind of know, you're kind of set and know who you are and like where you are. I mean, at this point in life, if you know, at my age, it's like, it's kind of like you kind of accept where you are, even if you're in a place where you don't want to be, you kind of accept it. You know what I mean? Like, you're kind of like, okay, you know what? I'm not where I want to be. But when you're 20, you're like, oh my God, like, what is life? I'm not where I want to be. Like, I don't have what I need. Like, what's going to happen? My world's going to end. The world is crumbling. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way it is when you're 20. But when you're in your 30s, it's kind of like, okay, like, life ain't good right now, but you're going to be all right. Like, don't trip. You know what I mean? Like, you don't trip as much, you know? So, mm. Mm. So I meet this guy, and I'm sitting at the bus stop. I'm at like a weird time in my life where I want a boyfriend, but I don't want a boyfriend. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of like looking around, dating around, and also like being a little bit of a player. And I kind of have like my boyfriend's here, my boyfriend's there, and you know what I mean. So I'm on the bus, and I'm like, I see this guy. He pulls up in a Navigator. Okay, at the time, Navigators were popping, and he's like in a nice new Navigator, and he's like, "What's up, girl? What's up?" Like, he's trying to holler at me, and I'm like, "What's up?" And he's like, "What are you doing? Like, let me give you a ride." And I'm like, nah, like, I don't take rides from strangers, but you know, next time I need a ride, I might hit you up, so give me your number. So he's like, all right, okay, you know, you seem like a girl, like, you know what you want. And I'm like, I know what I want. And so he gives me his number, and he's like, let me take you out. I'm like, all right. Mexican guy. I'm like, all right. He has a car. He seems like he has it all together. He doesn't seem like a creep. He looked like he had some style. He had a nice gold watch on. He looked like he had money because he had like new shit on. So he picks me up. And I get in, I see him for the first time, and I'm like, okay, you know, he's not really my type, but, you know, I'll give him a chance. I'll go on a date with him. Like, just because you meet somebody and he might not look the way you want, looks is not everything. Looks is not important to me. It never has been important to me, ever, ever, ever. It's, for me, it's like about your vibe, you know, how you vibe with him. How's your chemistry? How's, you know, and it's not just with guys either. It's like with friends, family, whatever. Like, if your vibe is off, I'm not going to be around you, like, point blank period, you know? So you can't always go on how people look. That's never been a thing for me. If you're handsome and I vibe with you, then okay, you know? That's a plus. But this guy, I'm like, okay, you know, not really what I go for. He looked a little bit older, and also he was short. And I said that looks were not everything, but that's one thing, is that I don't like him too short. And he was like maybe like my height, exactly, maybe a little bit shorter. And I was just like, ooh, this is new for me. But you have to experience things. I mean, you never know. You can't pass up things, because you never know. You know what I mean? So right off the bat, he takes me to eat steak and lobster. I was like, yes. He took me to a very expensive restaurant that he recommended. I was like, yes, baby, yes. You're speaking my language. So this was at the time I was very young. So I was kind of like, yeah, you feed me steak and lobster. You know what I mean? Like now, it's like if I vibe with you, you could take me to eat a cheeseburger. Like I don't care. But this guy, like this time I was young and I was trying to be like, yeah, like I eat steak and lobster. You know what I mean? So he takes me to eat a bomb ass expensive meal. When he pays the bill with like a stack of money, and I'm like, ooh, like at the time I was like, money make the coochie go woo woo. You know what I mean? This was at the time. Don't judge me now. I'm not like that now. I'm not like that now. But back in the day, you know, you're young. You're allowed to be how you want. You're allowed to be like a little bitch. You know what I mean? But that was back then. So I was like, ooh. So he brings out the stack of money and he pays for the dinner. And I'm like, wow. So when's our second date? And he's like, well, yeah, let's go on our second date. Like, wherever you want to go. I was like, to the mall? Joking. He's like, yeah, I could take you to the mall. I was like, really? I'm just kidding. Our second date, he takes me to the mall. Picks me up. He's like, we're going to the mall. This is where you want to go? I'm going to take you. I'm like, all right. We go to the mall and he basically spends like a whole stack on me. Like, he's like, get whatever you want. Get whatever you want. I'm like, are you serious? I get whatever I want. Bags and bags and bags of shit. And I'm just like so happy. I'm like, yes, I could get used to this. Eventually, you know, we went on enough dates and I just kind of like realized that after you have a couple of dates with the guy, he's gonna want something. Like let's all keep it 100, you know? And I kept avoiding shit, you know? I kept avoiding that situation. But we all know what was coming. I wasn't attracted to him like that. I really wasn't. And I really tried to make myself attracted to him like that, but I really wasn't. When it came to that situation, it really kind of got serious because I was like, I wasn't attracted to him like that. And I just was really like in a predicament. I'm going to skip that part. He was like always switching cars. The whole time we were dating, he was always switching cars. And like little things that I would trip out on while I was dating this guy was like a trip, because those things started to like really trip me out. Okay, the stacks of money. Okay, he always had stacks of money. He never had a card. He never had like a credit card. He always had stacks of money with a rubber band in his pocket. At that right there, I was like, oh damn, I think I'm like with a drug dealer or something. Like, oh my god. Another thing that really tripped me out was he always was switching cars. And he always had different cars every time he picked me up. And he would be like, oh, like, I can't keep the same car. And, like, little things he would hint to me that I would just trip out on, that I was just like, whoa, like, I was getting a little scared. I was getting a little scared dating this guy because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And I was just like, I don't know. This guy, I just, it's a little weird what's going on with him. So things just led up to me kind of like getting scared about what this guy was doing, because he had stacks of money, he had phones, he always had like a different car. And I would ask him what he did for work, and he was like, oh, I'm a mechanic, but his hands were not like mechanic hands. And I asked him that one day, and he was like, oh, I wear gloves. But I really didn't believe what he did for work was true. Things started to add up, and I was just like, it was fun while it lasted, but I gotta go. Fast forward, I didn't know he was a mafia guy until fast forward years to now, we're watching the news. Me, Vato, my brother, we're all in the living room and we're watching the news. Y'all could guess what happened. Well, I ate this little piece of... The news flashes. Newsflash. And mafia people captured. We got these many people, the main guys for the mafia. I'm looking and there's like several guys across the screen. And I'm like, with my one good eye, is that who I think it is? Like, oh shit. Like, are you kidding me? He was a main mafia person, okay? And I was just like, and then, I mean, I didn't say it loud, but Vato was right there. And I was just like, oh shit, that's some crazy shit. I'm like, wow, babe, that's some crazy shit. And he's like, ain't that some crazy shit? And I'm like, that's some crazy ass shit. And I was just like, damn, I really could have like been with this like main mafia guy. Like, this is just, this fool is literally plastered on the news talking about like he was one of the most America's most wanted people that they were looking for. Like, he was one of like the main guys that they had been looking for. And I'm just like, bro, like, that's something to drink to, because I mean, if you really think about it, like, if I would have hit it off with this guy and I would have still stood with him, like, I would have been like a mafia apprentice or some shit. Like, I'm just kidding. All right, you guys, I'm done. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm so full. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for this food. Thank you, God, for putting me in the position I am now, and I'm not a mafia princess. And yeah. Such a tech. So peace out. I hope you guys like this video. Please check out my girl, my chef, my personal chef. Anyway, so please check her out. I love you guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful evening, day, week, whatever. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me, and peace out.